All right, let me see. Can I record a actual flight uh, with the flight simulator? I'm gonna try to go to a small plane at night if I can, just so it will try to load up and be able so I can actually record it. So it's booting up now. A few things I want to mention to you. This just a regular computer. I'm going to go to a Cessna. I think it's the lowest on the frame rates because Lord knows I don't have any good frame rates on this. So let's go to the Cessna 172. We'll put, that's a good time for it. We'll use that flight planner on it. Actually, let's see, can we load some flight plans on it right quick? Nope, we don't want to do them right there. Let's do a whole new flight plan here. And we will go from Mississippi. I can get this to load this time. We will give you some we'll put it on the active runway. Make sure we click that. Then OK. And then we'll go right around the corner to another little smaller place called Greenwood, Mississippi. Which will be the KGWO. We'll do that. We'll do direct fine route, 4,000 feet. We're going to 2,500. Okay. We're going to save that. I want to put it there where it says need to be. And we're going to fly it right now if we can get it to load. I get all my settings on low. Imagine I had a higher setting. If I set it in a higher, it's definitely going to crash. It's probably going to crash now, but we're going to see can we get through it without it crashing. I know you might be saying, hey, get you another computer. Yeah, well, when I'm able to, I will. Actually, I do have another computer. I'm actually on the road now as a truck driver. So I don't know how that works out. A truck driver that wants to fly planes. Everybody kind of look at me and scratch their head, but hey, it is what it is. So we'll try to get into this video if we can. One thing I got to say as a disclaimer is that the sounds on here are very, very loud. I will have to record it and see can I get them lowered or how to lower the sounds on it or whatever without lowering my voice. So we'll do that. And this is the second attempt to try to record this video. So we'll try to get it to full screen and see can we do any good with it. Takes a long time. Well, not a long time. As you can see, it don't take too super long, but hey, it's a computer that does what it want to do, and we have to wait. All right, so we on the did load up. So what we're gonna do is just press the L button. I'm doing this off the keyboard, my computer keyboard, laptop. I'm actually doing this off a laptop. So we'll press L to press the lights on. It's like through a screen. All right, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off here. I'm gonna bring up the map, which you can do it from this here is a GPS. Bring up the GPS, and it shows us that right now we're going to take off a 5 Alpha 6, which is Winona, Mississippi, and we are going to Greenwood, which is KGWO. When we get an error or whatever, it'll tell you how many. Actually, it'll say distance 18 nautical miles. So it's kind of up and down, just to get you to see how this thing actually is supposed to work with you. Give you try to not do too much. You can downsize this. This here, always downside and put it in the corner. And what I'm doing here is, this is altitude. So I'm going to go up. I think we had on there 2,500 feet, and we're going to climb at a pace or speed of, tell you what, 600, 800 feet per minute. I'm going to try to get on up there. And when we get up there, I'm going to press this button. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. We're going to go to another screen. I'm going to already press this button, which is GPS, navigation GPS button. So when I press the autopilot, which is here, autopilot, and altitude is going to go by itself to this altitude. Now, when I press nav on it, it's going to follow this heading here. Once we get off the ground, it's going to follow this head. So it's going to go out, it's going to curve around and try to come back in that line right there. It should be up and down if I get this video to work just right. So without further ado, this plane is already running by default. I don't know how to cut it off and just start going dark on it. So we'll just do it like that. This will show how many miles we're away, and it should be up and down. Probably got to circle the airport if I can and try to land. Wish me luck. Alright, we are doing this with an Xbox 360 controller as of right now, cause that's what I got on my 18-wheeler right now. And we'll see how it goes. We're going to drop the flaps. This is a flap switch. Drop it manually. We'll drop it at just 10 degrees to get off the ground. Actually, with a long runway, it wouldn't even take that long. So we're going to switch to another view, so I can see, and we're going to put full power. Let's see, can we get off the ground? Without the video crashing. Look at my speed right here. 60. Right around now, we're going to go up in the air, like so. Try to keep it steady. I'm going to set my flaps up with my controller D-pad. And I'm going to try to switch to the other screen. I can hold it steady. Actually, what you're supposed to do is actually adjust your trim on it. Can I get it? I don't know what my trim is, actually. So I'm just trying to keep it steady. Switch to the this screen. I will go for autopilot and altitude, and we'll do nav because we already switched this button to GPS. We'll make it go to GPS, and the plane should start turning. As it is, it'll start turning. Let me pick my GPS back up and show you what it's doing. So it's turning. It's actually still trying to reach 2,500. So this got to go all the way back around. It'll be 2,000. Then goes around, and when it comes around to here, do 2,500. So it's gonna straighten out and go to the line, or try to run the line with this GPS. You also can do this with bigger planes, but actually, when I first started out, this is what I kind of did. And I got into the bigger planes, programming the FMS and CP, looking at the MCPs and all that good stuff. Which the FMS, which is flight management system, manages the airplane on autopilot and all that. So I don't know. I'm not a professional, as you can hear, see, whatever you want to say. I'm not a professional at none of these flights. I do, however, know how to fly this one, this Cessna, pretty good, because as it is probably the most that I have flew. I have flew. Right now, I'm working on an MD-80 that I bought as payware, and I get a chance to fly it sometimes when I get home, as to I'm all out. But anyway, what's happening now is that I got to 2,500, like my mouse pointer on it, got to 2,500, and then leveling off. You stay within 2,500 to 2,500, 2,400, up in there somewhere. But now, as you can see, that here we're only 16 nautical miles from KGWO, which is green. So what I do, if I can get it back right, is go up here to flights. Matter of fact, let me just pause for a second here. Let's go up here to flights. Move this. Actually, move this over so you can see. All right, flights. It's the same as on the other board. You actually can load a flight, save a flight, or reset. If you hit the reset flight, it's gonna reset this flight and go back out to it and start it all over. Flight planner, navigation log, which you can click the flight planner and it goes back out and it just shows you your flight, what you got set up. Actually, I could have just did a visual flight rule because asked to I'm not but 2,000 feet up, and we will pull the map out and show you exactly where I'm at. And instead of this right here, a lot of times what IFR is actually an ATC, or air traffic controller, is going to guide you and vector you in as whatever. So that's pretty much what it is. You got They will tell you where to go, which degrees to turn, and all of that. Versus this right here is kind of you just using visual flight rules, and you kind of got your mapped out where you're gonna go, and you can set your plane to where. On VFR, you can set your plane to VORs, from VOR to VOR, from beacon to beacon, to all that. So I actually just set it IFR just for the hell of it, kind of sort of. But I can still go here, choose routing to VOR, and then get IFR vectored in. But I'm just gonna do direct. We don't have nothing with IFR actually, and we'll just do it like that. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. All right, right here, as you can see the map. As where we going, here is a what you can do with this is, if you see how the airport actually is, if you blow it up. So we're going to be coming in on this airport just for tutorial purposes. You can pull this line and pull it out, because we're just going to make it take a steep, sharp turn or whatever. But I actually will turn, and we'll be landing at that point in time. Okay, so actually I should have I'm gonna erase this waypoint here. All right, and pull this out a little bit more. I know it's gonna make the plane turn more. And by the way, this is airspace here, If you was in a on the vet sim or pallet edge or whatever, you pretty much couldn't do that. But anyway, just for tutorial purposes, this is what we're just gonna make it do that. You can do that, and it'll line me right up. By the time I get there, I'm actually gonna be needing to come on down. I'm gonna try to guide it in there the best way I can. But this is just for tutorial purposes. I'm not the best. Matter of fact, I'm an amateur. Just letting you know. But I'm trying to say trying to show you what I have learned, and hopefully that it helps you get off the ground or whatever. And I don't want to save this. I wanted the airplane to keep going on the same path. I don't want to start all the way back over. So I'm gonna click no, and it should go back to the other screen. All right, back up to here. In flight. In the flight, it won't go out of flight simulator though. Exit is go all the way out. Aircraft. Uh, Select your aircraft. You can change all that. Your kneeboard uh, is actually briefings, message. I don't have a briefing. I probably don't have any messages. Nav log, keys, checklist, reference missions. All this stuff pretty much I went over. The keys the same thing as you want to bind another key. Checklist is you can go to your checklist and it'll tell you what you need to check. On most of them, it'll tell you what you need to check. Uh, Before, here's one of the main things you do with more better planes, or not better planes, but you can check before starting the engine. Make sure that this and go through this. Electric equipment is off and all that. That's before start. You got your engine start. In order to start it, you got the throttle up. Put your mixture to rich. Do as just pretty much as what it says, and then it tells you everything to do. It tells you everything to do. So that's checklist. Uh, all that's found on your kneeboard. Visual flight path. Uh, as I explained in a previous video, visual. Well, actually, I didn't explain this one. Visual flight path is when you get closer to it, it will provide a visual flight path for you, as so. So to get you to start coming down to the runway. All right. Uh, you got to put it on nav one radio. So I have to have this right here tuned in, whatever this airport is. If I had to have it tuned in on the radios to make it actually act right on it. And there's a lot more to explain to that. I'll do that later or whatever. But we're not gonna use that anyway right now. Um, Payload and fuel is same as when you first planned it out or whatever. As you get more into this, you with the big planes, you actually will sometimes have to figure out how much fuel you got, how many people you gonna put on and all that. Realism settings is the same settings as on the interface. And the failures, like I said, don't mess with them until you get a little bit more familiar and you can deal with failures and know what to do. On world, it's time and season, same as you changed in the front. If you want to go to the airport, you can. I'm not going to do it right here, but I will go to the map. And the map actually blows up and shows you where you actually are as opposed to where you're going, and basically shows you that this plane going to actually come this way, hit this, turn, and turn again. Okay, so it's pretty much self-explanatory. You can this ILS right here, you can tune your radio. I was telling you about the visual flight path. You can tune your radio to that 111.3, and once they come into view, you will have a visual flight path. Okay, and if I want to land there, I would have to be on a course of 180, because it's that is the degrees. That is actually 18, but in this word you say 180. If it was actually just 18, it would be 018. So that's what separates it from 180 to 18. Basically is 180, or if it's 18, it'd be 018. Anyway, all your other stuff, map, weather, all of this stuff is same option that you have in the other one. Of course, you press the P to pause it. Actually, the simulation rate, you can speed it up, slow it down. If you want to. If you're going, this plane is flying too fast, you need to take your time a little bit more. Go to slowest, and it'll slow way down, even to half speed, and it will go real fast. In this right here, you can only go, I think it's 32. It's gonna go real fast. I don't suggest you doing that. You can do instant replay, flight video, flight analysis, and all of these stuff are changeable. You can play around ATC, which we don't have ATC right now. Full screen ATC. It's just ATC is just a window that pops up, like, well, it will when I get pause it anyway. That's at like that. But we're not on ATC. We'll do that on the next flight. Anyway, your views, all of this stuff has got to do with your views, cockpit view, view mode outside. You play around with that, and that's pretty much the best way I can tell you about that. Just play around with your views and figure out which view you want it and lock it in. As with the help, you just kind of go to whatever you want to do. Your learning center is the same thing as the learning center on the interface. So troubleshooting and partners and all that, I haven't actually fooled with a whole lot of it because I don't have that much type of problem that I know that is not wrong. But anyway, back to the flight. We'll move this back over here and unpause it. So right now you see that the plane will change direction because it actually changed it on the GPS. Shrink it down a little bit. It'll show you a whole little flight or whatever. It's gonna follow it pretty much. Making the turns, it's gonna follow it all the way through. Actually, we are like 9 miles out, and I don't have my other joystick, but you actually move with your mouse. I'm holding down the space bar and just move. I'm not pressing anything on my mouse, but just holding down the space bar and it'll move. If you let the space bar go, it stops. So, we're still trying to follow that flight. If you really look at reference to where we are in Greenwood or KGWO, we'll actually be on this other side. The distance sometimes you can find, zoom out. This is why you use your mouse wheel. Like in this holding space bar there, like do your mouse wheel go out here outside of the plane and find stuff. So, hey. Get it just right without moving a whole lot. Actually, that is the wrong way. It's left tower. So that's actually what we're going to be doing. You also can bump this up a little bit. So since we are going to the left hand, right side of the lane. That. And just for video purposes, what I do is my speed is a little bit high. I bump it down a couple of notches, let it go down. That's the space button again. Come down. I don't want to change my altitude because it's going to be low if I get it on the ground. I'll change it down to 2,000 feet. Let's go down to 1,500. Yeah, we'll do 1,500. Hopefully we don't hit any tree. Actually, what it measures to is from here to here. miles out. So, like I said, we're gonna look back over here as relation to this, we should be able to see that way. That is right there. So we're gonna come in like that. So anyway, my mouse is real. We'll go back to the game, and we should be turning in a minute, whatever. As we have slowed down, I'm going to slow down a little bit more. Because what happened was that my speed went up here because it's actually going down. The speed, of course, increases. So I'm going to slow my speed down. I'm still actually just losing. Get to 1500. It's gonna pitch up, and then your speed is gonna come back down. It's pitching up a little bit, or leveling out actually. It's leveling out, and it is leveling out, and so of course the speed is going to decrease a little. We'll bump the speed up just a little bit. Now we should see the airport pretty much get a way better view of the airport. It's in relation to where we are. Like here, you'll be able to see it. Sometimes, of course, bigger airports are, see a whole lot better. Smaller airports, not so. Kind of keep my speed about 100. These planes can land at like 60 miles an hour or 60 knots. However, whichever one you want to use, they can land. Smaller Cessnas, the Skyhawk can even land a little bit lower. Like it feels like you're barely moving when you get ready to hit the ground. It feels like you're just barely floating on the ground. I like that because it takes its time, and you will see when you go to a jet, CRJ or Learjet or 737, 47, 57, whatever you may be getting flying, it goes real fast. So it goes fast, and you have to, if you're not just used to it, it's going to take some time to get used to it. You got to get used to it in order to be clicking everything and changing everything that you need to change in order to get it on the ground and stop before you go off the runway or hit the runway very hard. So then we got load this up. See it a lot better. Now it changed back to 5 nautical miles. So I can start doing the calculations, I guess. We should be landing here shortly. As I said, I like the Xbox controller that I just got started with. I actually have an Xbox. So, kind of one of those things, hey, let me hook this up now. The wired Xbox controller is the one that I can get to work. I have some wireless Xbox controllers, but I actually just bring this out on the road with me when I'm in the big truck. So you know, just to say, just to see what, you know, just to have something to do when I'm testing the plane. This message that keeps clicking up, you click it 5 times and it'll discontinue the message. Click it again, and if you want to do it, pop up, whatever. But usually I just click it 5 times. It just lets you know that you're in the airspace or that vicinity, what vicinity you're in or whatever. And that's really usually what it always say, in this airspace, in that airspace. So we cruising right along, gonna make our another what I say a 90-degree turn pretty much. And then we will look for the airport. I have all of the lights are on because you don't really have to cut the lights off. You cut the taxi lights off, which are right over there. Sealed, but there's no way to make this yoke disappear on this plane. It is what it is. On other planes or whatever, you can make the yoke disappear. Like I said, I don't know how to make it disappear on this one. Alright, we're going to get ready to come into the last final turn. And I will take it off of autopilot once I see the airport. Don't know. Just say whether this thing will auto land. I don't think it will. I don't know. To tell you the truth, just be honest with you. I have never auto landed with it. I think it is a way. Doofer 911 explains in one of his videos. I don't know. I'm not an expert at it. How to make them do everything it's supposed to do. I know how to get them off the ground. I know what most of the instruments are for. Till you get into the big plane. Just telling you what I know. As for this is the kind of tutorial, whatever, familiarization or whatever, to get you familiar with it. Now, as you see, that is the airport, and it's not lining up with the airport. So we're going to take manual control of it, and we're going to take the autopilot off all the way. We're going to take control of the airplane, and we're going to try to land at this on this runway. We're going to drop the flaps. One thing on that. Flaps makes it kind of, you can slow down and let it kind of float. Get a better see. And just mash the A button to do that. I'm gonna line it up with this runway. I can actually adjust my trim, but to tell you the truth, I did not map this plane out on my Xbox controller. Actually, in another video, I went back to the default settings and it erased my joystick memory of this right here, of this Xbox controller, and I had to go back and download the drivers, all that stuff. But it is a way you can adjust the trim so that it will just kind of like level out or whatever. I'm just doing it manually. I get lined up, drop another set of flap. It's gonna slow down a little bit. Let it cruise on in. If you drop the flaps and doing really fast, you can't stand realistically, you stand a chance of breaking. Now, when I get over this threshold, slowing down a little bit more. Not the best controller, but it will work. I get over the threshold, I'm gonna get as low as I can. I'm gonna drop the speed all the way down, like now to 0, and let it cool down. Yeah, that wasn't the best landing. And then the only thing you do is hit your brakes and slow it down. As long as I've been flying this plane, I still have to work on landing. We're gonna go all the way down. Let your flaps up. Let's do that. Cruising on down the runway. Here's your you don't want to stop on the runway per se. I could have made the last, the first one I got probably as slow as I was going, but it's okay. We catch the next one. If you got ATC, they're gonna tell you where to get off as soon as possible. Now, applied brakes, and we're gonna turn right here on this one. Uh-oh. Yeah, I got to adjust the settings on it. But anyway, we did get to the ground. I don't think we killed anybody. And just for make this easy as possible, I'm gonna go park at the fuel. There are other lines you can see, but follow this. This is not the correct way to get over here. Just doing this for video purposes to show you that hey, I can fly and get it in the air. We'll stop right here, and I'll put my parking brake on. This is gonna be control period. Put your parking brake on, and we're gonna cut the engine. Like so. And you just go here. Here are another your strobe lights. You're actually supposed to cut all this stuff off before you do all of it, that other stuff. Cut your master lights off. Cut your switch to off. And short version. Hey, that's a way to get up and down. It took me a long time to do all of that stuff. Actually figure that out for myself. But uh, I got to say that I did watch a lot of videos uh, on YouTube, and I looked at and read the actually the all the stuff that comes in the lessons and all that, and did some flights with Rob Camacho and all of that. So pretty much that is how it is. I appreciate you watching this video. Like it if you would. Comment at the bottom of the page. Stroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. And subscribe if you will. So that means every time when you subscribe, every time I try to try to load another video of something or whatever, it'll come to your email or whatever pops on your phone, however that goes. Anyway, thank you and have a blessed day, night, evening, or morning.